Look at this. Just look at the size of these roots. This branch was still attached to the tree 3 weeks ago. Now it already has a root ball thick enough to survive completely on its own. And the method behind this isn't the one most people use. It's called double ring girdling. Once you see how it works, you'll understand why it succeeds. It works even on trees that normally refuse to root through regular air layering. Fruit trees like guava and lemon respond beautifully to this one. Even some mango varieties famous for rejecting the usual method accept it. Today I'm going to walk you through the entire process. We will go from the first cut to the moment you plant it as a new tree. So stay with me, because the small details in this technique really matter. They are exactly what make the difference between success and a dried up branch. Before we touch the tree, let's get everything ready. You'll need a sharp grafting knife and some rooting hormone powder or gel. Also grab a handful of moist sphagnum moss and a clear plastic sheet or bottle. You'll need something to tie both ends, like garden tape, string, or simple zip ties. None of this is expensive, and you probably already have most of it. Now let's choose the branch. Pick one that's healthy, about the thickness of your thumb. Preferably choose from this year or last year's growth, not old woody branches. This is because young branches root much faster. Once you've chosen your spot, the technique becomes different from the usual method. Instead of making just one ring cut around the bark, we're going to make two. The first ring goes right where you want the roots to form. The second ring goes about 3 centimeters, or a little over an inch, below the first one. Cut through the bark all the way down to the wood on both rings. Now, between these two rings, we remove everything. Remove the bark and, very importantly, the cambium layer underneath it as well. Scrape it off completely until the wood underneath feels smooth and slightly dry. If you leave even a thin strip of cambium, the branch will simply heal itself. This is exactly why the double ring makes such a huge difference. With only one ring, the tree can sometimes bridge the wound from the sides. With 2 rings and a gap, there's no way for the bark to reconnect. The tree has no choice but to push all its energy into forming new roots. Once the wood is fully exposed and clean, take your rooting hormone. Apply it generously to the top edge of the wound, right above the upper ring. This is where the new roots are going to emerge from, so don't rush this step. Let the hormone sit for a minute or two before moving on. Now we prepare the moss. Soak a handful of sphagnum moss in water. Squeeze out the excess so it's moist but not dripping wet. Wrap this moss firmly around the entire girdle section, covering both rings. Make sure it stays in close contact with the exposed wood. Once it's wrapped, cover it with your plastic sheet. Twist both ends closed, just like a candy wrapper. Secure them tightly with tape or ties to keep the moisture locked inside. This allows you to check on the roots without disturbing them. After this, all you need to do is wait and check occasionally. Depending on the season and tree, roots usually appear within 4 to 6 weeks. In warm weather, you might even see the first root tips within 2 to 3 weeks. Keep an eye on the moss, and if it looks dry, add a little more water and seal it back up. And now here's the part that makes all this worth it. Look at this branch after 5 weeks. See how thick this root mass has become? It's a full, dense network strong enough to support the entire top growth. This is the real advantage of the double ring method. Because the tree can't heal the wound, it puts everything into building a proper root system. Once you see roots like this, it's time to cut the branch free. Take sharp pruning shears and cut just below the root ball where the moss was wrapped. Remove the plastic and gently loosen the moss around the roots. Don't pull it away completely. The moss helps protect the new roots during transplanting. Plant this straight into a pot with well-draining soil and water it thoroughly. Place it somewhere with partial shade for the first week or two to adjust. After that, you can move it to its permanent spot facing full sun. Within a season, you'll have a fully independent fruit tree. It will be genetically identical to the parent plant and often produce fruit much sooner. That's the complete double ring girdling method. If you try this on a stubborn tree, I genuinely love to know how it goes. Drop a comment below and tell me which tree you're planning to try this on. Also, let me know where you're watching from. If this helped you, share it with someone who struggled to propagate a stubborn tree. See you in the next video.